there were some outstanding questions about unemployment assistance as well as mortgage lender forbearance. So one question was, how, other than calling a lender directly, is there another way that someone can identify whether or not a mortgage lender is one of those banks that have agreed to issue forbearance on mortgages, on foreclosure?
Yeah, you could call us and we could tell you. It's pretty wide, it's pretty universal, I think, on the mortgage. I don't know of any really off the top of my head who haven't agreed to it. But yeah, you can always call us and we can look at the list. By the way, one other thing, John was talking about the insurance, the pandemic and unemployment insurance. Remember, of course, there are a couple of other things you can still do. A Small Business Association, SBA, has a couple of loan programs that realtors have access to. One of them is these payroll protection loans, which basically small businesses, including independent contractors, you can apply for a forgivable loan. You'd have to use the proceeds for your expenses in the next, up to the end of June, but independent contractors with lost income, you can apply for these things. Effective Friday, you can apply for these as an independent contractor. Right now, as a business owner with less than 500 employees, you can apply for these loans to meet payroll, to pay employee salaries, to pay mortgage interest, to pay your utilities, to pay your rent. And we have a hotline at C.A.R. that can sort of walk you through this. And I'll give you that phone number. It's 213-351-8450. 213-351-8450. You can also email to covidreliefhotline@car.org. We have a special new website, car.org/coronavirus, or you just go to the regular website, car.org, and it's right on the front page. You can click onto it. So there are other programs that you can apply for right now, and there's a second SBA loan program called Economic Injury Disaster Loans, which it's not forgivable. Forgivable means you don't have to pay it back. That was the first thing I mentioned. But maybe you have something you want to cover your expenses beyond June, and basically you just have a loss of revenue, and you want to get a low interest loan you can pay off over 30 years to cover your basic operating expenses. And you can apply for those loans directly with the Small Business Administration. So you got two choices. You can go to your bank and apply for one of those forgivable loans. The first thing I mentioned, the Payment Protection Program, PPP, or for a longer term, you can apply for Economic Injury Disaster Loans. And that you go directly to the Small Business Administration. Of course, you want to know how to do this. Please access that hotline I just gave you. And we have FAQs on this also, all sorts of written material to help you. So there's more stuff out there that you can take advantage of as a realtor to get some money in your pockets right now. I just want to make sure you're all aware of that. Okay, I'm sorry, Julie, was there something else I was supposed to be answering?
Oh, no, good. That was actually the next question, is about pandemic and employment assistance. There was a technical question on that. Let me find it again.
Well, remember the PAU, that was what John was talking about. That's the thing where there's a delay.
Yeah, so the criteria to apply right now is very broad, mainly stating that you can't get to work or are not working. So if a realtor is applying, then they are self-certifying. Is that correct? Okay. And if the DRE normally has the broker qualify an employee based on transactions, managing them, why wouldn't state EDD require the broker to certify for the agent?
Well, I don't know if John knows the answer to these questions, but that's why we have this COVID hotline. That's why you're going to call that number I just gave you. They're the experts. We have attorneys who are specifically expert on this whole process. So I'm giving you the big picture. Please contact 213-351-8450 for all the specific rules. And by the way, you can get right through now. There's not even any waiting time. Unlike the legal hotline, which I also want you to call if you have any questions on, but unfortunately there's like a 15-minute waiting time right now. But yes, everything I've been talking about, please call the legal hotline for details, and everything that John was talking about the PAU and also these other two things I just mentioned, call that other hotline, check that website. It's constantly being updated, and they will help you.